What's going on, everybody? My name is Jordan Rakei. I'm a musician, producer, songwriter, singer, and I'm going to try and conquer the world of Luna today. I'm going to try and make a song from nothing, and you can see the process, and you can see me sort of adjusting my workflow into the new software that is Luna. So, as background, I used to make beats on Fruity Loops and moved to Cubase about 10 years ago, and then about 7 years, the last 7 years, I've been using Logic, and I would say Logic's my main software instrument. Um, but I'm going to try Luna today. It's a totally intuitive program that's helping me reapproach the way I'm writing music. Actually, I'm still, I would say I'm still on the beginner level, so bear with me as I try and like relearn shortcuts and everything. But let's see how we go. So I think first things first is like it's very different. As you can see, it's very different menu to what I'm used to. But let's just firstly turn this click down because you don't need the click too loud. Let's be honest. And yeah, I mean it's a great vibe, great program. Let's get straight into it. I think we should start with some like let's start with some guitar. I don't know why. Maybe we can create some atmosphere, as I always like to do. Let me plug it in first. This should all be working. The cool thing about Luna is you don't need the control panel anymore. The control panel is right here, which I think is pretty, if that makes sense. The mixing, the control panel, which you usually use, the console, sorry, it's called, it's built into this software. So I don't have to click back and forth between things. I can just sort of do it like that. But let's just commit to some sounds, you know what I'm saying? Also very cool. You can search plugins. Oh, let's get a chorus. Um, I want to do some sound designy sort of stuff. How about we get one of the amps? Okay, that's intense. But let's go presets, maybe default. Okay. Basically, I want to create some atmosphere. Maybe let's chuck a verb on it. Again, this is all destructively recording, or what you can call. I think it's recording. This is the chain, and so it's saving you power and saving you like DSP. Maybe we'll go into the EMT. Maybe the 250. Turn the solo off. Let's go like 3 seconds. Okay, and let's just do a take. Let's just do some vibes, see what happens. Turn the click off. Okay. I'll mute those for now. Sorry, pardon me with the OBS vibes. I like. This is a really cool thing. I think it's tab. Basically, it tabs to the transient, and then you can break it, tab to the next transient, break it, and let's break it there. So let's use these things. So what's the tempo? 118. Okay, let's go in the crotchets, maybe the eighth notes. Get a bit of the non-stick, get a bit of the fade happening. Okay, and we're going to cut it right here. Press B to break. Do a slight fade to ensure no clipping. Now, this is really cool. Within the audio event, you can do semitone, instant semitone. You can also change the warp. I would say polyphonic for this. You can do the volume, which is cool. I'm gonna bring that down to 12. Cool, let's join it. Duplicate it a couple times. Join it, I think is that. Okay, let's just get another one popping. Let's get some more sounds. So I've recorded that destructively. So as you can see on this channel strip that I've just recorded, there's no inserts, which is saving me space. Now I want to get some crazy delays happening. Maybe the EP34, I think it's called. Yeah. It's going to sound crazy for now. In fact, maybe let's turn the amp off for this. Okay. Let's just loop this. Go from the start, record it. I know you're hearing a bit of a click on that bass note. We'll fix that later. Instantly, let's just reverse it. See what happens. Let's just use this bass note. Break that, delete all that. I think it should be okay if I just duplicate it. So it's the start of this one. Okay, no problem. No one's stressed because it's just soft transient anyway. Or it's the end of it. I'm still learning, as you can see. Okay. Now let's join it, duplicate it, join it, duplicate it. I know this is a weird way of working, but that's how I like doing it. So let's get that pulse happening. I think that's enough guitar for now. Okay, let's duplicate this channel, find some stuff that we like, layer it, see what happens. So I mean, that's cool. That's cool. Let's do those two. So if I got these two popping off, maybe this one, let's do it. Apple D. Let's get, oh, this one could be an octave lower maybe. Let's send them all to a bus. Again, my shortcuts aren't amazing, but let's go like guitar ambient. Okay, now that bus can have the effect on it, like maybe you could have this is a powerful beast. We're going to join. Firstly, let's fade them. What have I just done? I'm holding command so that it does it without snap, which is quite a handy thing. Okay. So let's join it. Again, we're just committing. So again, if you look at these channels, there's nothing on the inserts. So we're saving, well, there is on this bus, but I've saved all that DSP. I've just destructively recorded it, which I think is pretty amazing. Okay. That's cool. Now let's get some delays happening. Do you know what? We should send this guitar ambient to a chorus bus. I love a lot of them, but let's go for the Studio D chorus. Lovely. Let's send a bit of it to that. Wrong one. But this has to have a bit more like tail. EMT's cool. I love this reverb. It's powerful stuff. Let's keep it. I actually prefer the EM 140. Let's turn wet solo off. Roll out the low end. But if we could possibly bring in a delay, I'm just going to use the Echo Boy Spaces double room. Okay, we've just committed to that. Okay, let's just keep that for now. Duplicate it. Oh, select everything, duplicate it. Cool. Let's do some piano. So if I go that should be creating me an instrument track. Maybe we can do a pad. No, let's do piano. So let's go. This is one of UAD's new pianos. I think it's only on Luna. It's called the Ravel or Ravel. It's beautiful. I love this reverse one. Okay, let's see what happens. Yes, I'm going to do another ambient take. Okay, let's duplicate that. Record another one, but let's pan this one hard left. Keep this one hard right. We'll have these down in the mix, but it's just to... Okay. Again, I just do that stuff randomly, you know. If I hold command, I think that should like let me chop it wherever. Oh, is that right? B? Yep. Okay. So I'm just going to chop this randomly. It doesn't really matter. There's no rules in this sort of thing. Let's just chop both of those. And again, loop it randomly. Control it, shift up all three. We're going to bus these together again. Go into the mixer. Let's send them to like a piano ambient bus. Again, we put similar sort of effects on. Like, in fact, this might be cool with the flanger. Can I affect the mix of this flanger? down a bit more. That's okay for now. I think it might be cool. Anyway, let's pump through. Let's get shape up. Shape. What shape is? I think to Logic is like the EXS. It's a sampler. Well, it's an instrument. It's an instrument within the thing. You can sort of select different presets. I'm going to go for this soft key sound because it's quite nice. Maybe I should play some chords. Let's see what. I feel like this bass line should change. So we got 1, 2, there. 1, 2, 3, 4. If we break that, let's go down. It says E, we can go to D, which would be -2. This is insane, by the way. This pitch shifting is insane. Then this one should be 4 as well. Wait, what? 2. These two should go down -4, I think. That should be C. Okay, let's go back to the start. Let's loop all these in one sort of thing. Now we got this is not a guitar anymore, so like a bass line. But to enhance the bass line, let's chuck the BX subsynth on it. Subharmonics, mix not too full, drive it up a little bit, hike. Weird, I wonder why that's happening. Oh, it's because it's reversing. Anyway, let's mute it for now. Okay. Stand by. See no man. Okay, let's record the keys. Well, let's just get this popping, looping it. See what happens. Let's loop this as well, and then I'll just play a take. See what happens. Let's record it. Okay, how did that just happen? Why did that just happen? Apple D, okay. Let's record it. Interesting. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, cool. Not sure what I've done there, but let's do that again. Apple D that. What's clever about this, the MIDI editing is in, that first one was horrible. The MIDI editing is inside the arrangement window, if that makes sense. If I press E, I don't have to double click to get a MIDI editor up. these ones are early, so I'm just gonna like select them, hold command, I think, after I've selected them. That one's slightly early. No, it's slightly late. I'm just holding to command. I don't know. Okay, cool. Let's press E again. Let's duplicate that. Let's just get a bit of a bed happening. Maybe let's get a pad. But we'll create sort of pad. What's this saying? I mean, cool. Let's layer it with like some strings, maybe like strings long. I know they've got some Mellotron stuff in here, which is always quite kooky. Mellotron violins. I think you can actually go, the thing is you can layer instruments. Sorry, I'm pointing at the screen, but you can't see my finger. You can layer the instruments, which is quite clever. And you can like level them. Let's chuck like modulation, maybe like auto panner on all the effects. I think I can go in here and transpose this down an octave, which is cool. And this, maybe half speed. Okay, let's see what happens. I think a drone would be cool. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's just hold it for 4 measures. Okay, I'm just going to press E again. Let's chop that right to there. And maybe quantize it, because I do want that to be, I think you go here and then it takes you up here, and you can just go maybe coordinate so that it doesn't. Okay, now we can go here, break it. I'm clearly still quite slow, but that's okay. We're all learning here, aren't we? Okay, we're going to break that. Okay, the drone's cool, but I think it needs to be wetter and more in the background, so I think I'm going to have to go Pro Q, roll off like all of it. Okay, let's get some hi-hats going. If I just have a groove in here, I want to show you sort of how it can chop up. If I just go drums, maybe grooves. I mean, so this is going to be good because this is a beat that's clearly a 90 BPM, right? If I drag it in, there's a few ways we can do this. So I know 90 BPM, that's probably a 5-bar loop. So really it has to be this long. So straight away you can hold Control instantly. Like the algorithm's insane. I probably want that to be razor blade, which is like the drum thing. Now, secondly, you can go into warp here and like drag the hits yourself. But all I want is hi-hat. So let's go back to clips. I do this sort of method a lot. Let's lengthen that again. Here's 2 hi-hats here. So we're going to go click here, tab, 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 break, tab, break. I think there's one over here. Break, tab, break. So I know these are hi-hats for sure. So the tab to transient thing is insane. Personally, I think it's like a game-changing thing, especially for someone that samples stuff like I do. Okay, so what's that, 16ths? That one's sort of shit. Okay, so I'm gonna have to do that fading thing again. Then what is 16ths? Would that be here? Why am I not in 16ths? Yeah, it's there, isn't it? If I break that, delete that. I'm just gonna duplicate that and see what that sounds like. It's gonna be chopped. Cool. Now, a cool way of this is like there's a few ways you can approach the editing. Like you can do. I'm just gonna pitch these down by doing this. I'm gonna consolidate them. I'm gonna chuck on. Now this is something I want to do to all the drums. Basically, so here's a hi-hat channel. Sending it through sort of like a tape machine. Let me see what this tape machine's saying. Let's have it really lo-fi. I think it's 900. But I want that to be like, so I need the attack to go. So I'm going to chuck on the involution maybe. That's okay. For now, at least, that's okay. I think it has it perfectly. Let's get this popping again. That's definitely 4 bars. Okay. Let's do kick. So let's go instrument channel. We're going to go shape. We're going to go presets. Instantly it takes you over here. That's something I want to do later as well. Show you the cool things. So all these drums, I think I like, what are these? Cool, let's call this kick channel. Let's also send this through the studio, but I might have to send it less. Okay, let's see what happens. Duplicate these. Obviously, we've got to group them. Here we go. That's cool. So where's the one? The one would be here. If I break that, it's going to be slightly weird with the kick not being on the one. So that was a good one. So if I break it there, that wasn't good. But I'll just drag it and then I'll get a good one. If I hold Alt, I want it to be lazy. So this one could be slightly lazier, that's okay. And then I'll just use that. So this is where you got to do the math, just to make it a 1-bar loop. Not math, sorry. Logic, reasoning, spatial awareness. Okay. So, okay, cool. Let's just have a look at what drum sounds I got recently added. Maybe a snare. Oh my god, that's insane. That's quite nice with the noise on it. Underground modular techno. So one, let me just find out where I would put it. Duck it, one, and at two, and at three. So that would be there. I think it'd be a triplet. I think it might be that. Okay, but let's have it higher instantly. This is why it's amazing. Let's just put the semitones up there. Okay, now a cool thing about this is you can select the area of, if I want to occupy this space with an event, you can consolidate it. So now I can just, you know what I mean? People do that. People do this on Pro Tools where they go like this. But I always think it's neater when you consolidate. Do it. Consolidate again. Do it. Okay. But let's get that popping just behind the beat. It's on the grid. Let's take it off. Now the problem with that is we need to reconsolidate this. Because, do you know what I mean? I've dragged it off the one. Okay, snares. That wasn't really a snare, was it? I like these snares because they got the reverb on them. So that's 152. Let's do some other warping stuff, see what happens. That's not going to work at the moment. I can see clearly it's faster. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. If I go 1, 2, 3, 4, that's definitely the fifth one. I cut it there. Now I know that space is too fast. Instantly we go control, drag it. So it should be closer, but you can see clearly. Wait a minute. Wait a second. Oh, that's way too fast. So this needs to be here. Control there. Now they're slightly off, but that might give it a bit of swing if I go really low. Let's see. Interesting. Let's reverse one, see what happens. Maybe I can cut that one. What? I mean, that could just be one reverse, but way later. One with a fade in. Hold on. It's 2 after the one there, so delete that one. I think it's up to about there. Okay. Cool. Let's just commit. That's what today's session is about, committing. But I reckon that could be lower, even more. Rolled off potentially. Let's loop it. Let's send this to the studio as well. So I'm sending this kick channel to pre-tape before it hits the. That's slightly too much anyway. Basically, it's like sending stuff through tape. That already gave that little thing a bit of high end. want to send this snare to like a send. If I go to like snare delay weird. Now on the snare delay weird, this capital chambers verb is cool because there's a pre-delay setting in here. It's like drum slap or something. Capital slap. Don't panic, it sounds weird now. Now if I put that through this, I love this tape delay. Is it tape delay? That's the question. It's something. But like, if I have all echo, this is basically, I can change this distance for the groove. But maybe this is going to be necessary for me to do this. Break that, duplicate that. Yeah, so like only these ones send to it, if that makes sense. Does it make sense? I'm talking to myself, that's okay. And then, sorry, I should have done that there. No, I don't send this one to it. I'm stuck. I mean, that's cool, but I think that thing could be lazier. Okay, this is the timing here. You can see the delay. This could be like wider. Do you know Echo Boy's got a cool thing where you can just smack it with loads of feedback, sorry. Oh, on like a 80 snare slap. That's what I want, but like something fucking edgy, you know what I'm saying? But that's gonna be quiet, like. Okay, let's get one more snare. I couldn't hear any of that, but hopefully that's okay. Go. So that'd be go to there, I think. Go. Again, this is sick. I can just reverse this instantly, and one of them's reverse. On Logic, when you reverse an audio file, it reverses the whole audio file unless you bounce it in place. Go. So that would have to become 16 to 4. Go. That's cool. That is quite cool. Again, let's just consolidate it. kick could have some weird nonsense as well. I want to send it to another kick nonsense. Before I do that, let's send this thing to the same tape studio. So I got to get one more atmospheric thing. I just feel like the drums aren't. I know there's a thing. What's this called? RT Jazz Brush. I've got something from these guys, like a kick in it. Again, this is sampling is very, very easy in this program. So I want that brush, bam, bam, bam. So the 4 would be there. So if I go here, tab it, break it, delete it, boom, we know instantly the 4 needs to be nearly there anyway, but I should just bring it back ever so slightly, fade it ever so slightly. I don't know why that just came there. Fade it. Oh, what? Okay, I'm still learning. That's okay. So now I go control, I brought it to there. I just want this for the noise, really. But let me just consolidate it, loop that for a second. My GoPro's just gone off. Give me a second. Okay. Wait there, everybody. That's what happens when you stream for the first time in a new location. Should be back. Just going to check. You're going to see my weird OBS setup, but okay, I'm back. Let's go for it. Okay, so we've got that brush thing happening. So I was going to do something, wasn't I? Kick nonsense. Yeah, so this capital chambers. Maybe I should put it through this EP34 again, get some weird, like... I just want it to sound a bit like... That's cool. I think if that was just had a bit wet, bit more wetness, so I could use that capital chambers again, get a bit of a roomy vibe. So let's do it. Let's send all of these, including the hi-hat and the buses, to a drum bus. Drum bus, which I can do Neve something, which I'm going to do to glue it a bit. So here we go. What's it called again? Distressor. That snare thingy needs to have like no sustain. I think it might be the wrong sample, but okay. Remember, these drums won't be this loud or this prominent. I think that I'm just building as much of a palette as I can, and we'll fade it from there. So let's get all of them going to bar 9. So we got like the main. If I just delete everything here, that should be all right. Okay, so. Let's get the moog up. Something like mini moog. Beware, this is a loud beast. Mini moog, leady, wet. Something like. Not that. Again, you press presets. Yeah, I want to show you something. So this is really cool. For example, if I got Oxford Evolution, I press presets. They come up to this sort of like smart meter. So if I go mini moog presets, cool. But if I go to like, what's another way I can show that? It'll happen. You'll see it. Basically, just keep your eye on this area of the screen. It's quite clever. So mini moog, presets, ambient. Let's see what the piano's doing. I'm just going to get that in. That's on solo, isn't it? Great. Why is that happening? That was intense. Okay, let's go for it. First half with this was good, so let's get these 2 bars, break that, and then the second 2 bars over here I think was good. I'm going to put it back to chord notes for chopping purposes. Break that, so I think it should work like so. That's got to sit a bit further behind the beat. Wait, what? Yeah, both these bad boys. Okay, let's just commit to that. Okay, beautiful. Join it. This is all, again, we're just layering. I think there needs to be another Moog thing happening, but not. I might just do a held bass line underneath, but like not as much low end, because that's sort of coming from the, so maybe it's just a low synth, like a lead, but I'm slightly scared of these. High sustain. That's fine. Cool. Let's just drag that to the end there, drag that to the one there. I'll call this like light bass line. Yeah, it's feeling like a nice space because the bass is going doom, doom. It's just holding a subtle pedal underneath. I'll turn it down a bit though. Okay, so we got that. Let's get some more audio in. Maybe my voice. Maybe some atmospheric vocal stuff. So let's do maybe 5. All of which should be the inputs. Where are we at? How do you do this? Input 7. Okay, I'm gonna have to turn this off and put my headphones on. Let's try it. Okay, splendid. First things first is actually I'm going to highlight everything. Highlight everything in this whole session. And I do this in Logic as well, but let's just duplicate it. So we got space to improvise. Okay, let's go for it. Interesting stuff. Let's just reverse it. Chuck it through EMT. It's my go-to. Thing is, I would usually send this to a bus. Do you know what? I probably should. I'm going to do it. Vocal weird bus. Mouse battery's low. That's not good. So this should have the EMT on it. If I chuck this over here with the wet soloed. Yeah, so... see what happens. I mean, why not? Oh no. If my mouse runs out, that's heartbreaking. Let's just quickly get a couple delays on. like that one there. But this might just be cool having like weird, it looping in like a weird area. I'm just going to do it there. Why not? Just Apple D that. It's crazy. Let's do another one. Reverse it. Why not? Let's chuck the same sort of delay on it as this one. It should also be. Oh, that's cool. I should track that actually. What's that at? Some of this like mud on this EQ on this reverb. I think it should be around here. You don't really want ones with attack like that, so let's just delete it. Maybe delete that one. I'm literally just going at random here, fading it a little bit. Fading it. Let's just get that one in there and then maybe just go like that. Oh, go like that, delete it, fade it, boom. Cool, so we've got a weird loop there that we're just gonna Apple D. I don't really want that to be an important thing anyway. Let's get, so now that we've got that, track could probably start. Let's do this. Let's go back to Pico mode, whatever that means. We select and all the way down to here. Okay, let's not do Pico mode. I should be able to select that and select this. It should select everything, yeah. Cool, so let's go back to, let's go duplicate. That's going to double that. Now let's start to arrange it. So I'd like to start with, what are these again? I should label it. Are they the pianos? Piano soft. Drone. I can come up a bit, I reckon. That drums I think should be fading into maybe like, I think we need to go bigger mode. The drum should be fading into about bar 17. So the drums won't be in. I think the bass could just be, the piano definitely is not in, but that should probably come in bar 9. Something's on solo. Might be cool just to have the first notes of the bass staying on that E. The piano won't come in there. Maybe the drums shouldn't really fade in until like there. Now the bass changes. Drone should be fading in as well. Sorry, so I'm getting a bit particular about it, but you don't want tension revealed too early. It's like eerie, you know what I'm saying? Eerie. Okay, I want to do like a vocal take, and then maybe that's the vibe. But before we do that, I want to send this drum bus I think could be a bit heavier. So let's put it through the Studer a second time. I think it's that. Let me just go to its. Okay, let's do it. Let's do a vocal take. I've got to turn this down. Just gonna like improv vocals. I'll try and do a real one. Yo. And we'll go from there. Yo. But let's destructively record it. So we got. Let's put an 1176 Legacy, of course. 5. Hello, but I can see ya. Bit more attack. Now, that's going to tame it, but we should also get the LA2A to soften that. Silver. Yo. I kept alone. No one. Yeah, let's go like, no one. Oh no, wrong one. No one. Take a bit of the no one. We can also do stuff in post. In fact, let's leave EQ out and destruct. Whoa. Insane. Okay, let's go for it. I know, but I don't care for me. Let's go again. I'm just going to sing one of my old songs so that we have some sort of context. These voices all in my head, never to whisper again, never to sing me to sleep, oh but a dream, right there caught out in the rain, drenched in a memory of pain, sold by the old sour taste, let's hope for the better. Play to the mind, play to the mind, play. Oh. Come to the root of the cause, juice of candy applause. I mention it's not. horrible. Let's do another song. E minor. What's the song in E minor? She hold my head over my head. Down, come inside. It wasn't. Oh yeah, let's do that one. Okay. Sorry everyone, this is holding everything up. When I heard the news, rolled up my sleeves and walked like a landslide, overly abused, yet told myself to call. Yes, my mother, vaguely confused, she told me not to bawl. Ball my eyes, 'cause my eyes are red, with nothing left at all. So I gather my composure, head quickly for the door. And yet alarm bells ring, they ring louder now. Frequent the lady called me her grandmother. I loved her so much more than nobody else left on this earth. I'm in this state of war. Oh, no. Okay, so what will be cool now is to see some sort of like automation on that. So we've got the vocal there. Let's see the level. When I heard the news, rolled up my sleeve. Let's send that to a main vocal reverb. Capital Chambers is the one, baby. I only recently found out about it through some UAD. Shout out to Tom. Okay, so Beach Boy vocals. I don't really know. Vocal. Angel vocals. When I heard the news, rolled up my sleeves and walked like a landslide, overly abused, yet told myself to call. I always like. Yes, my mother, vaguely confused. I always get this out of my vocal. I mean, never really need anything below, I don't know, 60. When I heard the news, rolled up my sleeves and walked like a landslide, overly abused, yet told myself to call. That is a nice reverb, I've got to say. So in this bit though, when I start wailing like a goat, that should be really sending. Now I don't know how to do this. Yes, I do. Don't give up. Let's go like insane vocal ambience. So this is going to have maybe delays. Hopefully my mouse doesn't run out. But let's go this tape echo. No, we've used that like 50,000 times. There is another one here, which is more MIDI clocked. But that's going to go into a massive verb like EMT classic. I know I'm using it every time, but 100% wet, totally. What? Maybe quarter notes. That's nice, but it needs to have less classic, less mud, because it's only meant to give a bit of ambience. Maybe too much feedback as well. Tension. That's cool though. It's like a normal space echo, which I got right there, but it's all about, you know, keep it in the box for now. Cool. So how am I going to do this? View. I'm going to latch it if that's possible. How do I do that? Audio latch. Okay. So I'm automating that. Shit, that was not meant to be that. Apple Z. Let's go a bit back further. Turn it right down. Now that should be. So now I can check here and what have I like sent? Should show me what, yeah, send to the volume. So now I think it's double click. Why? Hold Alt. Oh God. I mean, that's cool. I give up, but it sounds, let's see. Could be way longer. I'm feeling like, the vibe, isn't it? I feel like that's the track. We've got building. You'd obviously have in you know, in a real one, I'll probably have drums layering as it's building, strings going into it, but that's sort of what I got for now. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you like found something in Luna that you enjoyed. But peace out, everybody. Have a good day and night, and love life to the fullest.